distance.
An exclusive interview with Governor Kemp. What's his idea of reopening the state look like?
To help curb the deadly coronavirus, homeless in DeKalb County taken off the street and put into a hotel. Only problem, it's right next to the most vulnerable, the elderly.
This 19-year-old saxophonist is using music to connect amidst COVID-19.
And we'll have that story coming up. But first, Metro Atlanta in for another weekend of severe weather. We're so glad you're with us at 9 o'clock. I'm Rick Fulbaum.
And I'm Brittany Miller. Let's get straight to meteorologist Ella Dorsey, who is tracking that system. Ella, what can you tell us?
Well, Brittany, the Storm Prediction Center has issued a storm outlook for the system, and it's going to affect the same areas that saw the outbreak last Sunday. Look at the red in the hash mark. It basically is mostly South Georgia that sees a 30% chance of severe weather within 25 miles of any point. Now, that might sound low, but that is the same percentage that was out for Metro Atlanta when we saw all of those tornadoes. It's the largest risk, really, that the Storm Prediction Center will go with this far out, 2 days out. So it's mostly going to be south of the city where the highest risk for severe storms, damaging winds, and tornadoes exists. And that's going to be the time frame of Sunday night into Monday morning. Now, tomorrow we'll get a few showers, but again, that storm risk will increase in the back half of the weekend. Here's what we know right now. We are going to be in storm mode. What that means is we will have all hands on deck once again to get you through this storm system. The highest risk for severe weather will be from 4 p.m. on Sunday until 5 a.m. on Monday. And we could see tornadoes, but the risk for damaging winds and very heavy rainfall and flooding is much higher across Metro Atlanta. So a lot to break down on this system. I will have everything that you need to know throughout the course of this hour.
It's moving under the seat.
An officer pulling a newborn baby from wreckage. Lowell police telling us the mother gave birth during that car crash. And every second of that rescue caught on body cam video. We do want to warn you that video is graphic. Incredible body cam video shows Lowell officers Daniel Bride and Sepetta Huff responding to an early morning crash. As soon as they get to the scene, they see the passengers in tears.
Hey, are you okay?
Trying to get to the hospital and give birth.
Crystal Jones says her daughter, Kristen Graham, was in labor. As Jones sped to Gwinnett Medical Center, she lost control of the car, hit a power pole, and crashed into a brick wall.
Baby's under the seat. This pole snapped completely right here.
In the middle of mayhem, Graham gave birth.
Where's your baby at?
We don't know.
The officers searched the wreckage, eventually finding the newborn in the car under the back seat.
Is baby alive? Yeah, it's moving. It's moving under the seat.
You see one of the officers slowly pull the infant out, the umbilical cord still attached.
He's got the baby right here. I got the baby.
In the midst of darkness, a beacon of light.
We got your baby. And the other ambulance, okay?
As new life is brought into the world.
She's moving, breathing just fine, okay? They're being checked out right
now.
Wow, what a miracle. We do know Jones had a baby girl. At last check, she was in stable condition at the neonatal ICU at a local hospital.
Oh, our best to that family. New at 9, a racist social media video made by 2 Metro Atlanta high school students goes viral and lands both students in hot water. CBS 46's Trayson Bragg live at Carrollton High School with more on this racially charged video. Trayson.
Rick, it's a growing social media trend where you take water and pour it into a bucket to visually show a recipe to create something. But in a video released last night, the normally innocent and uplifting challenge was used to promote hate.
Today we're making... First we have...
I thought, why would somebody make a video like this just for entertainment purposes?
Today I caught up with Carrollton High School student athlete Juan Nieves and a few of his teammates. The racist video 2 of their classmates made,
Hey, today we're making...
was on everyone's mind.
I walk through the halls with those folks and see that they think about us like that.
Was it hurtful?
Yeah.
In the racist viral TikTok video, the 2 students used derogatory ingredients
Next one is make good choices.
to make black people, or as they described it, Terrell Carmichael knows both students in the video.
They would not normally talk like this. That was a complete surprise to everybody in our school.
After the video was released, Carrollton High School's principal launched an investigation. In a statement, he said, even if the offending incident was recorded after school hours, it doesn't alleviate the student's responsibility to uphold a high standard of behavior. Carrollton City Schools Superintendent Dr. Mark Albertus said he, quote, was deeply disturbed by the overt racist tone of the TikTok video. The district expelled both students by 3 p.m. Friday.
That was the best way to handle it, in my opinion.
Now, both of the students I spoke to today say the racist views that were shared in that video, that TikTok video, are not shared by the majority of students here at Carrollton High School. Reporting live in Carrollton, I'm Trayson Bragg, CBS 46 News.
Thank you, Trayson. All new at 9 now, the coronavirus outbreak is growing in Georgia. The Department of Health confirming 17,432 cases tonight. Fulton County has more than 2,000 of them. 688 people have died from COVID-19 in our state. And we're getting a better idea of what reopening the state would look like during this pandemic. Governor Brian Kemp speaking exclusively to CBS 46 anchor Karen Greer today.
You know, no matter what the government says, if the public does not have confidence to go to a restaurant or to a healthcare facility or any other establishment, they're not going to go. So it's going to be incumbent upon those businesses to have the practices where people feel comfortable going in to that setting.
The governor wants businesses to start developing plans for ensuring the public's well-being. As for lifting social distancing regulations, he says there is no one-size-fits-all approach right now. Georgia's shelter-in-place order is set to expire at the end of the month. The governor told us to expect an announcement early next week. And of course, we will let you know what that is. Developing tonight, a move to help the homeless could be putting elderly at one senior center at risk.
The Doraville mayor says DeKalb County is housing more than 40 homeless people in the very same building. This all happening at Silverleaf Senior Living. CBS 46's Jamie Kennedy spoke with the mayor. Jamie, what did he tell you tonight?
Well, Brittany, it's a very weird one. So DeKalb County here putting in this building. On the left is the homeless people, and then on the right, on this side, that's where the seniors are living. Now, the charity workers helping to organise this move say many other hotels wanted to house these homeless.
You've got one population that is at extreme high risk of death if they happen to get sick, and then you've got another population who is much more mobile, going outside, not practicing social distancing.
Doraville Mayor Joseph Guyman upset with the county's decision to shelter in place nearly 40 homeless at the Clarion Hotel.
I don't think a lot of thought was put into the placement of where they were going to go, because these two populations are literally being put in the same building and being asked to share the same elevators, the same laundry rooms.
For the last 2 Thursdays, DeKalb Community Development has taken homeless people in buses to hotels where they will stay for up to 30 days to help curb the coronavirus pandemic. The first hotel chosen was the Clarion. I spoke with one of the homeless who didn't want to go on camera and says that the homeless there regularly crowd in the mornings when others who are not staying there come to try and get a bed. He also says not all were screened for the virus when they were transported, and that drinking is prevalent in the hotel along with access to senior living areas. The mayor has made repeated attempts to speak with the county.
I'm still waiting to have a call with...
I spoke with County Commissioner Nancy Jester, who agreed with the mayor and is appalled by the decision.
I think if they'd have talked to us ahead of time, we certainly could have alerted them to the fact that there's a senior population that lives in the same building.
Now, I made many calls today, and some good news to finally report this evening that CEO of DeKalb County, Michael Thurman, did reach out to Doraville Mayor and that they are trying to find a solution to this problem. Live in Doraville, Jamie Kennedy, CBS 46 News.
Jamie, thank you. One of the hardest hit long-term care facilities in Metro Atlanta has lost 15 residents.